So, Land Rover update. Also added. Nice simple water pump job. A few bolts, but we have one bolt that will not budge. It's I think it's been glued in, welded in, something's happened, it will not budge. So we have the car wizard. He's gone back to his lair to get some stuff and he'll come back and see if we can fix it. So there we go. In a week where I was supposed to be doing most of the work on the pizza, what we've actually done is a new water pump. The old one was knackered, so it didn't make sense to just change gasket and put it back on. So new water pump. I've had to invest in a new battery, and yeah, so we're now good to go. So tomorrow this is going off road, and hopefully the expense was worthwhile. Right, so after a bit of off-roading, we've had the issue where this intercooler pipe that would go between there just crushes in every time you try and accelerate. Obviously pumps out piles of black smoke and doesn't really go anywhere. So something was blocked. So what I've done, I've gone through disconnecting all the different bits, funnel the snorkel down to the airbox to the turbo. I've temporarily then bypassed the intercooler with the pipe around there. Obviously it doesn't really work and it will pop off, so you can't drive like that, but it did prove that the problem is the intercooler is blocked. So looks like the next job is pulling the intercooler off, and hopefully it's clogged up and not knackered. If not, there's more expense, but for now let's pull the intercooler off and give it a flush out. Right, so after giving up on that nut that just rounded off on the back here, I just didn't want to undo it, it was rusted on and rounded off, so I've cut that off. That allows me to move this to one side and pull that out. So it's a bit grubby, but it's quite oily in there. So let's go and give this a flush out and see what's blocked. But I think what I'll do first, just out of interest, is pump that tyre up, give it a squirt of soapy water and see where it's leaking from. And just to see how good my Sealy pump is, it's completely flat, nothing in it. Let's pump it up to 35 and see how it goes. There we go, 4 minutes 44 seconds. But I can definitely hear a leak. There we go, so I think it's pretty clear to see. We haven't actually got a puncture as such. We've got like a head on the back tyre. Dirt has got in the seal. So I just need the tyre taken off, the rim given a clean up, and putting back on again. Wonderful. Right, so first off, I'm just going to start by blasting all the dirt and stuff off from inside the fins. Then I'll get a bit of water inside, give it a shake around, see, make sure there's any loose mud or anything like that has got in there. And then we'll go on to the solvents. Obviously, putting what comes out in the box, not in the ground. Right, so as you can see, I've cleaned it all out with water, meths, thinners, degreaser, anything I can find. And it was a bit of mud in there, not too much, but there was a lot of oil came out, or oily residue came out. It's possibly the original intercooler, so it's possibly, not really that surprising, but just obviously I don't want any water getting in there, so I know the thinners aren't quite so bad, but so I'm just using a little warm air gun I use for surface mount chips and for releasing batteries and iPhones and things like that. Just put some warm air through and just hopefully dry out inside, just go on both ends. You can see how well they work, because you couldn't put your hand in front of that, but yet put your hand this end and it's just warm, so it really does cool down well. But yeah, so we'll get this dried out and put it on. So I thought, since it now seems to be working, the tyre's holding air enough, so I thought, well, I've got to go out, I ain't going far, so let's take this for a drive and see if we've cured the problems. That tyre will obviously need dealing with, but that seems to be holding air at the moment. So yeah, and I haven't used this for a while. And as always, when this one I don't use it for a while, there's a slight leak up here. Not that you can really see, but it's a bit damp. So that window needs sealing up properly, really. But so it gets a little bit damp in here and starts going mouldy. So let's get it used, get some heat in here and get it drying out, and go from there. But I think we're sorted. Woo! So there we go. We're at a funny angle because I haven't got a mount in here. The Land Rover is working. And that lorry was on my side of the road. So yeah, it all seems to be fixed, which is good. Turn the light on so you can see me. So yeah, as I said, it all appears to be fixed. The tyre seems to be holding air, so perhaps that leak has sorted itself out with a bit of use. It goes nicely, so obviously the intercooler is no longer blocked. I mean, obviously it's still not quick, it never will be quick, but it, is back to what it should be. If anything, maybe a little bit better. But yeah, so that's the Land Rover saga dealt with. Water pump, battery, intercooler on the to plenum hose crushing down, which turned out to be a blocked intercooler. So for now, we will say that's all from the Land Rover. And come back in a fortnight to see what else is going on. Like, comment, subscribe. Ta-da!